She became a superstar for her emotionally, brutally honest songs, and she doesn't disappoint with her new CD, Flavors of Entanglement. Please welcome Alanis Morissette. Nice to have you. You know, as an artist, so much of your stuff is autobiographical, and all of it, which ironic is one of my favorite songs. This CD is a lot of it based on. I know that you and Ryan Reynolds were together, and you're not. Is a lot of that based on that relationship?
Yeah, less focus on my part on other people, ex-boyfriends and such, more on my personal unraveling and rock bottom hitting. And I like to think Phoenix Rising.
But you believe in like getting the emotions out, like Joy talks about psychodrama. You know, I think a lot of people through your songs kind of can get their own angst.
I have to get it out of my body or I get sick.
You had the big breakup song was You Ought to Know, right?
Yeah.
Who was that about?
I love that. I don't really speak about who these songs are about. I just speak about the experience of getting it out of my system. And I often think that anger pulls me out of depression. If I'm stuck in depression, it'll pull me out. I don't like to think of it as a stopping point. I like to keep going beyond anger, but...
So you put the rage in the song?
The song or Punching Pillows. Those are my two favorites.
Punching Pillows is good. That's very psychodramatic.
Do you do those?
Yeah. On YouTube, you have this wonderful video of you doing a rendition of the Black Eyed Peas. Where did that come? You were silly, too. See, they're like, Where did this come from? What made you decide to do the BBPs?
Well, in the studio, Guy Sigsworth, who produced the record, would say to me when I would come in, "What horse from the apocalypse is coming in today?" So I thought I'd like to do something a little less blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
And we covered it, reinterpreted it, and then shot it in my garage with my friends who are mostly comedians.
Right.
Not precious, put it up on YouTube, thought maybe a couple of hundred people would get a kick out of it.
It's 140 million or something insane?
100 people, yeah.
No, I can't even read. A whole bunch of people have seen it.
You know, you started when you were so young, and at one point you said, we were talking about retiring at 80 and 90, and you at one point said you were going to retire at 30. You must have been like 14 then, and it seemed very old. So now you are at the advanced age of 34. So you're not going to retire, I hope, for a long time. Do you ever think of that now?
After tours, I often think I can't do it anymore, but then I rejuvenate, go under the rock for a bit, come back out, all is well.
What gets you back?
Taking a break and sort of enjoying my sweatpant time is what I'm
taking in before you can put out again.
Yeah. It's the ebbs and flows. It helps.
I noticed that you have tattooed on your arm, Breathe.
Yeah,
what does that mean?
Me about 5 minutes ago.
It's a tattoo that permanent?
Is it permanent?
Oh, yeah. Because I hold my breath a lot.
To remind yourself to breathe? I
get really stressed out. I'm very fragile. I'm this fragile person in a very kind of extroverted lifestyle.
You're an artist.
Yeah, I'm an
artist. What do you think you would be, because you talk about your emotions and you write about your emotions, what would you think would have happened to you if you didn't have this great voice and this way of letting things out?
I'd be a writer or a therapist or a comedian. Aren't they all really the same thing?
Yeah, it's all the same.
It's all the same. The wellspring.
Thank you so much for just stopping by, but here to perform Incomplete off her new CD, Flavors of Entanglement. Please welcome Alanis Morissette.
One day I'll find relief. I'll be arriving, and I'll be a friend to my friends who know how to be friends. One day I'll be at peace. I'll be enlightened, and I'll be married with children, maybe adopt. One day I will be healed. I will gather my wounds, forge the end of tragic comedy. I have been running so sweaty my whole life, urgent for a finish line. One day, my mind will retreat, and I'll know God, and I'll be constantly one with her, night, dusk, and day. One day, I'll be secure, like the women I see on their 30th anniversaries. I have been running so sweaty my whole life, urgent for a finish line, and I have been missing the rapture this whole time of being forever complete, ever unfolding, ever expanding, ever adventurous and torturous, but never done. One day I will speak freely, I'll be less afraid, and measured outside of my poems and lyrics and art. One day I will be faith-filled, I'll be trusting and spacious, authentic and grounded in home. I have been running so sweaty my whole life, urgent for a finish line, and I have been missing the rapture this whole time of being forever complete.
Thank you so much. Oh, Alanis. Girl, your music got me through so much. Our thanks to Alanis Morissette.